Hey guys, I'm back. Finally happy to be here, and I'm happy that I have some new material to discuss with you guys. I do want to talk about a few things, but before I do, I want to give you guys a little bit of an update as to what I've been up to and what I've been dealing with. Now, after I finished my self-love and black love project, I did have something that I wanted to jump right into. I know a few people heard me mention it, but I never actually got to it because I ran into a few obstacles and they began to deter me from my vision. I lost sight in what it was that I was actually working towards and what I wanted to do. I was feeling down a lot. I had a lot more down days than up days. I lost a lot of interest in dealing with people and socializing with with a lot of people. I lost a lot of weight because I didn't have an appetite anymore. I was just not feeling too hot. And what I'm describing, a lot of people classify as depression, but I didn't label myself depressed, no, because I hated the word depressed. I hated depression. I felt like if someone called me depressed, that they were saying I was weak, that I couldn't control myself. I had such a negative connotation with it. But the reason I'm actually here today and the reason I'm actually able to talk about it with you guys is because I read an article that actually shed a new light on what depression is. We always classify depression as like a scientific situation, but it may not be the case. The clinical definition of depression is abnormal activity in your neural circuits that they cause impairment in our daily lives. Now, what those neural circuits are, they are nerve cells that transmit information to your nervous system that tell your brain to perform a certain activity. Now, those activities can be anything from sleeping and eating to how you play in a sport or how you focus in school or focus at work. It can be a broad list of things. Now, when you have that blockage in your nervous system, you just can't seem to get it right. You can't seem to have control. You feel lost. Like I said, you just feel hopeless. You feel crazy. But that's not always the case. This article that I spoke about, it said that it didn't 100% say that depression doesn't always have something to do with the chemicals that are in our body, but it labeled it as a psychological situation. What it was saying is that when we're depressed, we're not always going through something. We don't always have a chemical imbalance, basically. That when we're depressed, we just feel like our basic human needs are not being met. Simple as that. We have 6 basic human needs. We have the need for comfort. We have the need for variety. We want to feel like we're growing. We want to feel like we're loved. We want to feel like, like we can contribute to something, and we want to feel important to somebody or some situation. We long for those things as human beings. And when those feelings, when those needs are not being met, you just feel like, why? You feel lost because as a human, you need those things to function. Now, like I said, that article, it shed a new light on it to me. It made me realize that I can change all of these things. I can take control back. I don't have to feel like that all the time. I can actually alter the way that I feel by changing my surroundings, by changing the people around me. I control that. That's something that I can do. So I'm just here to let you guys know that I'm back. I'm in full effect. I am working on a new project. I want you guys to get familiar with it. It's going to be called the Square of Health, because the things that we do, they not only contribute to our physical health, but they also contribute to our mental, our emotional, and spiritual well-being. And I know that I'm ready to embark on this new journey. I want to be healthy. I want to be sound in my mind. I want to be sound in in body and spirit as well. And I want to share it with you guys. So, like I said, get familiar. If you haven't yet watch my videos on self-love and black love, I did it because I wanted to just bring awareness to love and appreciation within relationships of color. So get familiar with it, because this journey that we're going on is all about self-love, because you can't love anyone until you love yourself. So like I said, the Square of Health, get ready for it, get familiar.